Kenyans are the shyest, most intimate people I know.
That's true.
Because they won't look at you in the face, but they don't mind like really getting into your personal space from
That's
behind.
true.
I think it's part of our whole socialization where, you know, we do things without actually giving anything real thought.
I really value reasoning.
Yeah.
And reasoning and reasoning states that when the lift door opens, you wait for everyone to come out.
No, but then
then
there's
you
so
walk
many
in.
people waiting to come in,
Then
so I
it's
don't
like-
want to
But
wait.
then we have this awkward. Oh, sorry.
Is that-
Let's
Let's
try.
struggle, a little scrum going on.
But it's weird, I mean, because they was bumping into your ass. And I'm like, yo,
Really cool.
about that.
Bump.
I don't know if I'm supposed to feel good about it or just be like, yo, back up.
So you're standing in a queue and you've got somebody's boobs in your back. And I'm thinking, excuse me, and they don't realize, you say it, and then they move back, and 2 seconds later they're at it again.
And then you feel something hard behind you, you know, like, oh, you turn around and it's his phone and you're happy and pleased. These are some of the good things you should be going for, like the sense of relief when you discover that hard feeling in the guy's pants was his phone. In Kenya, a red light is a suggestion.
Not necessarily a rule.
If you think, if you feel that you should stop, please do.
Traffic lights. Except they don't work.
Which one is the one that should, you know...
Cops should go home.
Absolutely.
They really should go home.
Absolutely.
They should just stop. Anytime there's queue, I know. When the queue is really bad, I know there must be cops.
I think cops. There's something about the uniform. The systems don't work. Right. So why would I obey some robot that is flashing red, green, yellow?
But surely don't you think we should? I mean, don't you think that's what lights
In
are
an
there
ideal
for?
world, we should, but you're not an ideal world.
Lights.
Cops and lights.
Okay. It just
Which one
I'll
is
say
it legally, actually?
Both.
There's nothing.
I don't know if we don't know. We don't know. No one
Okay.
knows. No one
I like it when the traffic guy is standing there and when it's green and people are supposed to go, he tells you stop.
Yes, exactly. In fact, it's their fault that we're not following the traffic lights anymore. It's their fault.
They should be part of the system. They override the system. In my head, I'm like, when the light is green, the cop should say go, and then when the light is red, he should say stop,
Until
and
they
maybe
land.
get ready when it's orange. I don't know.
And I remember getting arrested once because I was told I jumped a red light, and then I told him I thought it was a good mitigating argument. I told him, lakini afande, the thing is you've confused us. So when they're red, sometimes you tell us to go. When they're green, you tell us to stop.
Exactly.
So I didn't know.
I want to stop at red lights, but sometimes I'm the guy who, when I stop at the red light, then everyone is hooting at me, like,
You become
okay,
that guy.
sawa, let's break the law
Become that
because
idiot.
that's like, look at this mjinga.
And they abuse
Why
you.
you not?
Like,
why you not
what's
Songhai?
wrong with you?
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Hell.
goodness. Let me tell you.
Oh yes, I was in traffic on Friday.
And it was raining.
Yes, and it was raining, and I was
Worst
headed to
combination
Kibera.
ever.
And there was traffic,
Yeah.
like you can't believe. I don't know if you
bad.
guys saw that on Gong Road, on into Kibera, and it was ridiculous. I was coming in from Gomo, which should take you about 8 minutes from Gomo to maybe the turn off to Kibera. It took me 1.5 hours because it was raining.
It is crazy and it's fascinating. It's a very Nairobi cultural thing. It's Nairobi Traffic Friday, rain. Oh my God, life stops.
Everybody panics. It's like a manic panic to get out of the office before 5. And that creates a jam.
I don't
Because
know.
you're afraid of the
Of
traffic.
something you don't know.
So it's a vicious cycle.
but what
You're
is
afraid
it?
of the traffic that will come with the rain.
But
Because
you're
in
the
your
one
mind,
causing the traffic
exactly.
coming in the rain.
This is the matrix that we are in.
If it starts to drizzle, you know you're going to be in traffic for 6 hours. So the question is it that we all jump out of the office? Yes. So I think maybe some people send home and call for the driver to come and pick them up.
I call it the rice theory. Take a cup of rice, add some water, what happens? You have a meal for a family. That's what happens when it rains in Nairobi.
It's like the roads shrink when it rains, and so everyone wants to go home, but the roads have become tinier.
I think it's necessary because I'm the one who's going to
Absolutely.
shout the loudest.
Yeah.
If
And
a
say,
bomb
"Once
goes off
there
in
are
a
any
law,
cops
in
this-"
a mall, yeah, and like, yeah, when the cops doing the security checks. However,
Do they even look?
So what are they looking for? Truly, to be honest with you, I always wonder what are they looking for? What is it they're hoping to see? I was carrying a defibrillator in my boot for 3 months. A defibrillator, one of those machines that zaps guys, and it's in this box thingy. No, they didn't open, they didn't ask, nothing. So the thing is, I don't know that they know what they're looking for.
Checking boots.
I ranted about this on Facebook the other day. How much I hate it.
You've been checked for your boots?
When you're in a supermarket, then they fungua your car.
I don't know why I
car
thought
boot.
shoes like boots. Like I was like Tim's. Like no one has told me to remove my Tim's. Like boots. Like God, that would be the worst
which
job
country
ever.
are you living in?
Nairobi socks. Oh my God, that should be a question. Oh Lord.
The people demand something. Now, what they're demanding is beyond the power, of the government or whoever's in charge to sort it out. So they have to put on a show.
So it's
That
more
makes you feel
psychological.
it's psychological. It's for you to feel better about it. It's not for the security of the place. It's your security. You feel more secure when you see boots being checked for some weird reason.
It's not even half baked. It's like a fifth baked.
yeah, it's very, it's cursory.
I don't think it helps.
What do you think they would do if they actually like opened
Exactly.
a handbag and found
A
a
gun.
gun, or opened a boot and found a ticking
They'll
bomb?
probably just run. They aren't trained.
What are they
to
going to do? Are they going to club me on the head? Are they going to club me on the head? In fact, before, okay, now it wouldn't be PC to say it, but I say it because she's here and she's my friend. I used to say, okay, check, I have 1 gun, 1 grenade, and 1 Somali.
Humans by nature have goldfish memories. No one wants to dwell on the bad stuff for long.
Because it's the only way I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and face another day without a nervous breakdown. Because if I keep thinking about how screwed up this country is, I get depressed. I think forgetting is a coping mechanism.
I don't think Kenyans forget. I just think we have a system that's dysfunctional and we have major calamities. We never get the right information. We don't get the feedback on who it was, what it was, who was responsible. And we don't know who to go to ask.
And so we have this, I don't know if it's fearful, I think we've been such a peaceful nation for such a long time. Peaceful, yes.
We were once peaceful.
Once upon a time.
Yeah.
But I don't know, we're just afraid. We're afraid of everything.
I don't know why we're so defeated. I just feel it's a sense of, so what if I make noise? Nothing is going to happen. And I'm not sure historically where that happened or what happened that we stopped protesting and asking for different. It's very, and I don't think it's that we forget, it's that we keep it. And I think now you can actually feel the years of this was done to us and we said nothing, and this was done to us and nothing happened, and this was done to us and nothing happened. And now we're all broke and we're all angry and we are terrorized. And I don't think it's forgotten. I think it's just in there festering, and it's a bit of a concern because you can see now the anger and comes out in all sorts of weird ways.
Blood pressure rising already. Thank goodness for wine. It just makes us angry.
Yeah, it
and
does.
when you talk about it, I've noticed there's a counterculture happening where we're gonna make noise about things, but if we go past a certain date, then you start appearing to be whiny, or just
and like
move
get on with your life. Don't you have work to do?
Don't
You
you
know,
have
get on
more
with your
important
work.
things to do? Yeah.
If you do something wrong or if somebody wrongs you, we are trained culturally to just be respectful, swallow it, be patient, whatever. And that translates into public life. If we have done that at home, we've been trained that way, we're not going to react differently at home. So I think the culture has to change, and it has to change from inside and it has to change from outside.
I don't quite think that identity is that simple. It's quite a complex thing. Different people living on the same street will have very different identities.
Can I be honest with you and say I don't know anymore?
I don't know. Which part of Africa? That's the question, because Kenya has 42 tribes. And there might as well be 42 different nationalities. That's how different Kenyans are. Ethiopia has like 80 tribes. We have so much diversity in Africa. It's very difficult to know what you mean by saying it's Africa, not African.
I mean, at this
I know
point, the
it's
only
not
thing I
answer
can say
people
for
want to
sure
hear.
about being African is that you're on the continent.
That you are in Africa.
I was born here.
This idea that we have a common psyche, I don't think we have a common psyche. I don't think we have a common culture.
I dress like this because I want to feel more African. These beads
Yo.
are made in Kenya, you know, Kazuri beads.
I should be dressing in I don't even know what Janos used to dress in.
Naked.
No.
With
A guy, bana.
with a head. No, so like
Guy
I've got
bana.
the. You guys have your skin,
Bana,
right? You got the
you guy
skin.
bana.
You got the skin
Not
with the
walking around like
with the, what do
naked.
you call it? Your
Feathers.
feathers. Yeah, feathers. Okay, feathers.
I'm African. All
Yeah,
I need
because-
to do
yeah.
is just be, because I was born here.
Exactly,
you know.
and that's exactly what I was thinking. Because, fine, you will dress a certain way, but that's not going to change what's inside.
What's
Your
inside? I
dress
still
code
love
won't
boys
change
to
you.
men.
It might. You still love Boys to Men.
I do and sing all their songs.
Yeah, you still go and watch Avengers 5 when it comes
yeah,
out and love it and pay all your money to go and watch it. So
and bootleg Nairobi Half-Life.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
Is this a political question?
Ah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes,
Who
of
can forget
course.
bananas
Yes.
and oranges?
This is a banana. It will represent.
Oranges.
We
I'm all
remember
about
you.
I'm all about fruit salad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bananas and oranges.
You guys got so much money. Like if you're a farmer, like. I remember there were guys in parliament who couldn't even eat a banana because in the orange tea. That was hilarious. It was like called a traitor because he ate a banana for breakfast. Like that's madness. Highest. Oh my god.
We have clowns.
It just goes to show, and I don't know whether the thing is that we need to improve our education, because obviously if you're going to have a big fat rally in the middle of I don't know which town and have thousands of people there and they're listening to this and they're going to vote in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever amount of time, and the only thing you can tell them, I think it's just contempt. It's just a sign of the contempt that our leaders have for the Kenyans. If they're just going to reduce, and it's a contempt that if you want is partly of their creation. So first, let's not educate them, and then let's mock them with bananas or oranges, and then tell them if you're a Luo, whatever it is, Lila, you're an orange, and if you're a Kikuyu, I don't know what, you're a banana.
So banana was yes and orange was no to the referendum. So what they thought was if you take orange, that means that you will get oranges in your little village. But if you take banana, you will get banana in your little region. And they're like, banana will make me fuller, so let me take banana. And so they overwhelmingly voted for the referendum. Yes.
Do you think most people understood what an orange represented?
The majority of Kenyan people, forget about even their constitution, don't even know why they vote. They just know that guy is Kikuyu, that guy is Luo, that guy is Kalenjin, I'm voting for my Kingsmen. There are never issues.
You know when Moi was pitying and then you just see the garis, even if you hate him, yani, you're like, man, I hate this Moi guy, blah 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 blah. The convoy pitas is like, yes,
Yeah.
I love you, Baba.
Wapi maziwa? Wapi maziwa? Maziwa,
It
baba.
makes it rain on you and make it rain.
Have it. Like that's such a fake move. Imagine just make it rain with milk, man. Like, have it.
And the guy goes
That's
to
so
buy nyanyas. That guy knew how to
He knew what's up,
how
man.
to work up people in the pocket.
Yeah, but then
And then some.
Kenya was voted or classified a failed state in 2013 at the same level as Syria,
By whom?
by the failed state index.
What were the indicators? Like, what are they looking at?
Very suspect as well. Very
Like, it's just a failed state. Like, deal with it. Respond to that. We don't know.
Well, whoever's there clearly hasn't maybe visited here. You know?
No, but no, like
it
electricity
really
is
a
a problem, water is a problem, transport is a problem, education is a
But that's
problem,
not a failed
healthcare is a
state.
problem.
The marginalization. That's how you get a failed state. Because when you have marginalized people who have nothing to lose, they'll take it to a failed state. Because they have no stake in the country, they're going to ban it. And it's happening in Lamu. Last day there was Bungoma, it's happening in Moyale, in Wajir, in Mandera. That's the sign of a failed state. So, and a failed state shows that there's a big gap between the rich and the poor, And so the elite get to survive and to eat cake when they want to, but the poor can't even afford bread.
Yeah.
I don't think we are failed state.
It can't be a failed state.
But we are failing state.
This is not something that's happening today. This has been going on for how many years?
We're 51 years old.
Absolutely. So for 51 years, we've been doing this stuff.
The fact that this country is still standing, in spite of everything that we've gone through, is credit to the people. But also, everyone knows we could do better, but we don't. It's like those cousins of, everyone has that cousin who, like, my guy, you'd be far.
If you're born somewhere else,
you'd be far, man.
Okay, you'd have been the guy.
Man.
You're born in the UK. Ah, well.
It's hard.
We can't keep blaming the politicians, because for me, politician doesn't automatically equal leader. But when is it that we as a people will take responsibility for ourselves and for our country?
If you look at the billboards in our city and the models on our TV stations, people go for light-skinned girls. And it's even in the US, you look at most movies, the light-skinned guy, even if he's African-American, is a good guy. The bad guy is always dark-skinned, but even if he's black. There's even that. So they're very subtle messages. And so we teach our daughters and our sons to hate themselves.
It is self-hate. We don't know who we are. Why would we bleach our skin? Because lighter is better?
She's getting her money, right? That's the end thing. She's getting cash. She's getting her money. She's getting famous. Like, you can't hate on that. Why are you hating when someone get your money, Kule? Why are you talking about bleaching?
I do the opposite, so I understand it on one level. We're all trying to be something different than we are. It's like grass is green on the other side kind of thing.
You know what I say? I mean, I work out in the morning because I want to shape my body in a particular way. Yeah. And I locked my hair so it could grow longer because it was refusing to grow. So I changed the way I look. And I put on frames and so on. So I did all these things to change the way I look, regardless of the reasons. And so you want to bleach your skin? Go ahead. You want to change the way you look? I don't see why that's a bigger sin than me working out.
You're doing the same thing? Like she's doing
I'm already yellow.
I don't know, but I'm saying, do you put Verasidika?
Yeah.
Skin lightening.
It's your intention.
Okay.
Yeah, you intend to.
Would you guys date? Would you guys date a woman who was lightening herself?
Probably not. No.
Would you date a girl who bleached?
Nah.
Would you dump a girl if you discovered she wasn't actually light skinned? She was swallowing tablets.
Now this is a discussion that we need to have.
Like, how do you date Blinky? What are your choices?
How would you know? Knuckles.
Well, more often than yes.
The knuckles.
There's those signs that just.
No, but there's that thing.
Okay,
you can't tell it.
I've got to have throwback Thursday pictures, and she was significantly lighter now than she was then.
But why? The sun will make you darker. So what's the big deal?
But I think for me the scariest thing is if I had a daughter, like how would I react to that? Like if she came and she was bleached, I think that's for me is scary. I don't know. Would I say I'll be a failed father? I don't know. That to me is a scarier.
Yeah. Like if it's my daughter, then
my little sister or something.
I'd be super concerned, just because maybe I'd feel like I'd failed in instilling that pride of who you are.
What's pro-natural?
The skin color that God gave you.
You guys, that's such a
because why?
Which skin color that God gave you?
Do you think it has anything to do with us wanting to be white?
No. Everyone says that, and I'm like,
no, I don't think so. Vera doesn't want to be white. She just wants to be lighter. Yeah.
Have you ever tried being different?
I am.
Have you ever tried being different in a crowd?
Yes, I am.
You'll get punished.
So if you want to be different, be prepared not to be liked. And most people don't want that situation.
No, different is good.
Well, you're different, right?
Yeah.
Both are.
No, different is good.
Different is really good.
But it's not
But you don't want to feel different. You don't want to do anything differently to avoid sticking out. Because when you stick out, you are an easy target.
It's hard to stand out, man. You know, it's hard to be different.
It's too much work being.
Who wants to be that guy?
Everybody wants to be part of something, okay? So whether it's a tribe, whether it's a church group, whether it's, somewhere where they can feel they belong. So we actually have an identity crisis. And if you don't belong to certain groups, and if you are not approved of, and if you're different, you won't have many friends. You won't have the approval. You won't be part of a group. You'll be left behind. You'll be gossiped about. You'll be alienated. So rather than be alienated, people prefer to go with the mold.
Like the devil entered me, and I didn't really steal.
It's a very nice and convenient way of
Have you experienced that?
Yep. Yes, and actually somebody who was working with me did that. She just took off something from the house, and then when I confronted her, she was like, "It was the devil." I was like, "Right, the devil liked that pink jumper."
Jenny, why did you take my spoon? And she said, "Aki Sara pole, shetani ndo alifanya nichukue." And I was like, you didn't.
And the cops are like, wewe, mbona unataka kugonga polisi na pikipiki? And the guy's like, haki ya Mungu officer, haki ya Mungu. Haikuwa mimi nilikuwa napeleka hiyo bicycle. Haikuwa mimi. The cop was completely bemused. He was like, what the hell? I didn't expect that, that. And my friend Abby was bemused as well when he's telling us his story. He was like, that is a new one. This is like, the cop's like, nani alikuwa anapeleka pikipiki? It's like, ilikuwa sheitani.
You see when you apportion blame to someone else, you take away that responsibility. So I'll go mess up, but the devil made me do it. So the devil is not here to defend himself.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can't blame me. You have to blame the devil, but the devil is not there.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Like, you could never go to your job interview and say, the devil made me lie about my CV, but please hire me.
Why do you think we do that? That's a really
The devil gets too much credit for doing nothing.